This is a message to all my supporters of this podcast. I'm introducing a new supporters program. You can contribute a small amount as a one-off payment to show your love for this podcast. Thank you in advance for all your contributions.
Hi, my name's Mark Hayward. This is the Absolute Business Mindset podcast, and these are some of my thoughts, ideas and comments. So I want to talk to you about influencing others. So they can come from all different avenues. It's not a set in stone way of being able to do this. But I'm going to cover a couple of points which I think are critical, and you should consider if you're trying to influence people, whether that is you as a leader or whether that is you as a less senior that's trying to influence others above you. So some of these will be relevant for a more junior person, some of them will be more relevant for a senior person. So first one I want to talk about is to inspire. So that would be someone more senior and inspires their team. So as a leader, you need to be able to inspire your team, and that is critically important. And I think sometimes it's not thought of as important as it actually is. You need to inspire others to follow you, and you need to be able to get them in the right mindset to be able to work for you. And so, an inspiration might be a Steve Jobs. Equally, it can be someone like Bill Gates, who was not inspirational, but led by the way he conducted himself, and for every Steve Jobs and Elon Musk, there's a Bill Gates who just leads by example. It's not the great motivational speaker like Steve Jobs was, but was able to inspire his team and his company because he did the right things. He worked hard. He developed new software. He knew the market he wanted to build in and was incredibly effective. So I think inspiration can be over-egged by a sort of Elon Musk or a Steve Jobs and a Richard Branson, because they're easy to fall off your tongue because you see them and they do speeches and it's inspiring and it's great. But equally, in a sporting sort of atmosphere, the sort of captains that lead by example. So media things shows my age. Alan Shearer, not a big talker, but incredibly inspirational. David Beckham, when he first did interviews, he couldn't really talk, he was struggling, but led by example, worked hard, and so I would say inspiration can come in many guises, but it should be definitely part of your arsenal if you want to be an incredibly inspiring and influence others. You need to work hard, so we've kind of covered that with this stuff, but you to be able to inspire a team or others, you need to be able to work hard because you've got to have a good work ethic. A lot of people don't have that work ethic and therefore won't be great leaders, won't be good leaders really, because you've got to put the hours in, you've got to put the dedication in, you've got to work hard, deliver deadlines, deliver whatever needs to be delivered. You need to make people follow you. Now, that can be done by inspiration. That can be by doing better than anyone else. Lots of people follow other people for lots of different reasons. And that's something that you should think about when you're wanting to be inspired. There's a lot on social media, on YouTube and things from people that are trying to inspire others. But you've got to be able to follow your leader. So that's important. You've got to be clear on what your goals actually are. That is actually goal setting is incredibly important for leaders, because if you want to double revenues, if you want to increase clients by 10%, if you want to reduce spending, there's lots of different things. You've got to move a whole team, the whole company, whatever it is, in the same direction, in that specific goals. You got to be able to. Are you going to stabilize? Are you going to push for revenues? Are you going to? What is that specific goal? Now, those specific goals might be short term, might be medium term, might be long term. They might be a vision, but equally they might just be let's get through to the summer or Christmas to be able to make sure that we are all working and all working in the same direction, and we're being exercising your activity for that level. You need to respect others. I don't think there's any leader. Well, Steve Jobs was pretty much on the edge, if I'm honest, of someone that didn't respect enough people, because you've got to be able to respect others and respect the people that are following you, because it's a two-way street. It's not just one way on, they need to follow you. You need to be able to follow them in some cases. So I would say respecting others is really, really important. You need to be able to push people individually and collectively. You need to be able to sit down with someone in your team and have a one-to-one with them about how they can progress and how they can improve in the team. But equally, collectively, you need to be able to work and get people moving in the same direction. And you've got to be open to be influenced by others. Now, often we think it's a one-way street, that you inspire and you influence others, but equally, you've got to be open to be able to hear good ideas. Because let's just say, for example, you need, if you're a Steve Jobs with a vision, you still need doers to be able to deliver your vision. So it's something you need to be able to be influenced by others. So it's an openness, and you need to be a role model. All people that influence others are role models. So incredibly important for you guys to think about that when you're trying to influence others. So often we talk about leadership, but I would say that everyone is a leader and everyone should be influencing and be influenced in a successful business. So good luck to you all. This is Mark Hayward. This is the Absolute Business Mindset. Please check me out on Twitter, Mark Hayward. On YouTube, there's a bunch of videos on there. Hopefully be getting some more on there soon. And you can check me out on Spotify, iTunes, and Stitcher, and there's a few other places as well. So check me out. Thank you.
News, laws, and regulations are changing by the day. We get it. And at ADP, we're here to help guide you with up-to-the-minute compliance expertise, so you can pay your people accurately and on time, regardless of what each new day may bring. Learn more at adp.com.